Can you make a clarified version of a rich, creamy and fluffy cocktail and still keep its signature features? Stick around and find out how to make a clarified Ramos Gin Fizz. Hi friends of cocktails! If you watched the last episode, you know that I made the classic New Orleans cocktail, the Ramos Gin Fizz. It's a legendary cocktail, known for its magnificent foamy texture and mouthfeel, achieved by the combination of rich ingredients and a strenuous preparation. So of course, I thought it would be fun to make a stirred, clarified version. Let's start, it's cocktail time. We'll build the drink by first clarifying the bottom part of the cocktail and adding the foam on top. Here's what we'll use for the first part: gin, lime, lemon, gum syrup, and vanilla extract. But to get that rich, creamy mouthfeel, the regular milk clarification wouldn't do the trick. So we'll use unsweetened condensed milk with 7.5% fat. It's double what you'll get with your typical whole milk. This will help give our clarified cocktail a little extra creaminess and also highlight some of the other flavors because of the higher amounts of sugar and salt compared to milk. It's very important to know that you have to mix this first and put the mixture into the milk, not the other way around. So let's combine the ingredients with milk wash or condensed milk wash. Monkey 47 has a higher ABV content than your typical gin, so it should stand up nicely to the milk washing process. We're making enough for one cocktail, so 60 ml or 2 ounces. We'll again do a split base of lime and lemon, just like for the classic Ramos Gin Fizz. The combined volume will be 22.5 ml or 3/4 of an ounce. Citrus juice is essential for the clarification process, as you will see later. For sweetness, we're adding 10 ml or 1/3 of an ounce of 2:1 gum syrup. I made this syrup for a cocktail engineering episode, and it will add a bit of silkiness to the cocktail. And don't worry if you don't have any other ingredients left to wash out any thick syrups if you measure them last. Just use the mixture of the other ingredients and it will rinse right out. And to get that vanilla flavor that was so pleasant in the original cocktail, we're adding 3 drops of vanilla extract. I didn't mix it with gum syrup since I wouldn't use that in many cocktails, and this works just fine too. Mix the combined before measuring out 60 ml or 2 ounces of condensed milk in a separate bowl. You'll pour the mixture over this. The acidic lime and lemon juice immediately curdle the milk, separating it into curds and whey. After we leave this to sit for around 5 minutes, we'll filter it through a really fine mesh strainer. The curd clumps will act as a filter, which traps particulates so that when a cloudy liquid is poured through them, in our case the mixture with a cloudy citrus juice, it comes out clear. Since the curd clumps need to settle to achieve proper filtration, we refiltered some of the initial liquid. While that's filtering, let's take care of the foam. The ingredients you'll need are water, skimmed milk powder, soy lecithin, xanthan gum, and orange blossom water. And here are the tools for making today's foam: a blender to mix up these ingredients, and an aquarium air pump to force air into the liquid and create bubbles. You might have some questions here. Yes, I bought this just for cocktails. No, I don't own any fish. And yes, I'll leave a link in the description. Now let's make the foam. We'll simply combine all the ingredients and blend for around 30 seconds. This mixture will give us a delicate, airy foam, which we'll be able to spoon onto the cocktail. Skimmed milk powder and orange blossom water will ensure the proper aroma and gentle taste. So lecithin and xanthan gum are there to ensure the foam is stable enough to enjoy through the whole cocktail. After blending, transfer the mixture into a larger bowl, with room for all the foam. You're all probably familiar with the next step. Just place the tube of the aquarium air pump into the mixture and turn it on to start creating the bubbly foam. With that done, let's make the cocktail. To keep it clear, we'll stir it instead of shaking. I'll start by chilling the mixing glass. Then it's just a matter of stirring our clarified cocktail. There's no need to measure, as we made enough for one cocktail, and we already have the balance of all of the ingredients. Stir it with plenty of ice and then strain it into a chilled glass. And since this is still a fizz cocktail, we can't forget the soda water, but leave room for the foam. Then break apart the bigger bubbles and carefully spoon the foam into the glass. If you'll try making a foam with a cream whipper, you'll have to use less of it, because it won't be so airy. We're going for that over-the-top look over Ramos Gin Fizz. I'm already pleased with how this looks. The aroma of orange blossom water and milk are a good sign that we recreated the flavors of the original cocktail. It might not give the same white mustache, but the silky, rich and vanilla-forward flavor is still there, while the creaminess of the original can't really be replicated in a clarified cocktail. The condensed milk washing gives the gin the soft edges to make a really easy-to-drink cocktail, with vanilla and dairy notes on the aftertaste. All the flavors of the original are still there, but they're presented in a different way. You could say this is a more elegant version of the original, but I'll admit you can't go wrong with a creamy, silky, high-towering Ramos Gin Fizz. There's a reason the original was called the one and only by its creator, but this one is still worth a try if you have an aquarium air pump lying around, or pick from any of the classic or signature cocktails I created in the last 11 months, and have your own cocktail time. Cheers!